Today I will share you how we will check manual absolute eosinophil count. As I told you in my last video, if you are using 3-part hematology analyzer, then in some cases like allergy cases, when doctors recommend eosinophil count, then it's better to check absolute eosinophil count. So today I will show you how we will check absolute eosinophil count. For this we need this eosinophil diluting fluid. There are different companies available in the market, so what company you will use, check the literature coming with that reagent. So I have this reagent, eosinophil diluting fluid. Storage is at room temperature and expiry is 2019. We need EDTA blood for this. This is EDTA blood I will use, whole blood, and Newbar chamber we need, and this for diluting sample with the reagent I will use this vial. For this I need 200 microliter reagent and 20 microliter I need EDTA blood. I will mix this reagent and then I will put in the Newbar chamber and I will keep for 5 minutes so that the other cells will lyse and eosinophils will be prominent. So first I will use this pipette, that is I already set at 100 microliter, and I will take 200 microliter for this reagent and I will pour into this vial. I take this disposable tip and I will take 100 microliter and again 100 microliter, 200 microliter. I took this eosinophil diluting fluid. Now I will add 20 microliter blood in this reagent and we will mix properly. Now I set my pipette 20 microliter and I use new tip and I will take 20 microliter blood and I will mix in this reagent properly. See, as we mix properly. Now I will take and I will put in this. I fill my chamber. And now for 5 minutes I will keep in this and I will close so that no contamination will come, and after 5 minutes we will read in the microscope. This white chamber portion, in that you can see in one box there is red color cell at 10x power. It is eosinophil cell. This cell we will measure in all WBC chambers. This is the literature that came with the kit. According to that literature also, eosinophils are selectively colored to pinkish orange while other white blood cells are uncolored, and we normally will see also in blood picture also microscopy that eosinophil granules are red to pinkish color and easy to distinguish from other white species. So diluted sample in eosinophil diluting fluid are charged to Newbar counting chamber and two pinkish colored cells are counted and calculated appropriately. This is the principle of this fluid. This reagent composition is eosin sodium 1 gram per ml and acetic acid 28.6 ml per L and distilled water. Working reagent means this reagent, as I show you, already was prepared, may be filtered through Wattman number 1. If we will see the precipitate or dust particle, it will be appeared in microscopy. Storage is room temperature until the expiry, that is labeled and I show you also. What materials be required, that I show you already before. Microscope, Newbart chamber, 20 microliter pipette with tip, 200 microliter pipette with tip, test tube or apple drop vial, and petri dish with moist filter paper or closed box also for that I used in Newbart chamber. And sampling or sample collection and handling is whole blood collected in potassium EDTA samples that can be stored in 2 to 8 degree for week if test need to perform later time, but it's good to use fresh sample and do not freeze your EDTA sample. As procedure you already saw, this is the Newbart counting chamber. In WBC section, counting section, we will count the eosinophil count. As you can see in this also they mark eosinophil red color dot, and in microscopy also I show you the red color appearance of eosinophil cells. So only in these WBC chamber, 4 chambers, we will count the pinkish orange colored the eosinophil cells under the 45x microscope, and then we will calculate eosinophil as a result per calculation column. This is calculation for this eosinophil reagent. Mostly first you will see which company reagent you are using. So according to each reagent company there may be variation in the calculation. So according to my reagent, this is the calculation, that total eosinophil count divided by 4 means the chambers, 4 chambers we count, multiply by 220 divided by 20. 220 divided by 20 was the dilution of the sample, and 10 is the depth of the counting chamber. When we will calculate all these things, it will come the factor 27.5. So what total eosinophil count we will count, we will multiply with 27.5, and expected value in according to this reagent should be less than 650 micro per liter, but each laboratory will establish according to their own ranges, according to the patient results what they are getting in that area. So like that we will perform eosinophil count manually. I hope you like my video.